Okay, so hello everyone. Here we are going to learn from whatever we have covered in the last class. So last class was basically on addition reactions. That what are these addition reactions? Basically, the characteristics of carbon-carbon double bonds. So we know that carbon is doubly bonded with other carbon, and if it is whether the carbon is symmetrical carbon or asymmetrical carbon, it can take part in addition reaction. Addition reaction is defined as where all the reagents are added into the reactant and product contains all the atoms which are present in the reagents, the reactants. So this is called as addition reaction. Somehow this reaction is totally different from whatever we observed in the case of, let us say, substitution, elimination, or rearrangement. So that way, this reaction is totally different from all of others. So basically, this reaction is a kind of combination, summation, or addition. Okay. So what are the types of addition reaction? We have visited it. These are electrophilic addition, nucleophilic, free radical, and addition to somehow kind of conjugated system. Electrophilic addition, where first of all, electrophile will come into the picture. Nucleophilic addition, where nucleophile will be the leading reactive species, and free radical, where the free radical species are the most important in promoting this kind of free radical addition reactions. The last type of addition reaction is called as addition to conjugated systems, which is called in fact as 1,4 addition. So we will also visit this 1,2 addition and 1,4 addition during our sessions. Yes, we visited this electrophilic addition where a electrophile will come into the picture, will form carbocation, followed by whatever the nucleophile will be added to form this saturated kind of compounds from unsaturated alkene or olefin or carbon-carbon double bond containing compounds. How the reaction process? Basically, this reaction is the addition of symmetrical alkene to symmetrical bromides or dihalides. Dihalides are nothing but they are one bromine is conjugated with other bromine. So, carbon-carbon double bond, which is a pool of electrons, source of electron, and will attack on any one of the bromine, and thus it will form this bromonium ion. The array of electron that how this attack is processed that is shown on your screen, where the pool of electron will attack on one of the bromine atom and thus it will form bromide anion, and this bromide anion that this way it will form cyclic bromonium ion. And once this bromine will depart, so it will form 1,2-dibromo atom. So this reaction is termed as anti-addition reaction and the product form is anti-adduction. Chemistry point of view, basically this may be either trio if both the kinds of this W and Y added from the same side of double bond, ethyl product will be formed. And if they are added to different or across the sides of the double bonds, they will form a trio product. And we will then another reaction we have seen that is called nucleophilic addition reactions. I will touch little upon today additionally on nucleophilic addition reactions apart from whatever we covered, our electrophilic, Markovnikov addition and anti-Markovnikov addition. Friends, in this case, there was no any role of Markovnikov or anti-Markovnikov addition because this is totally symmetrical alkene having being added with asymmetrical species. सिमेट्रिकल का मतलब है जिसके आप दो हिस्से कर सकते हो बेसखा भाग में એને વહેંચી શકો. Asymmetrical means you cannot divide them into two equal parts. That is the meaning of asymmetrical. Now, after we are also going to during this discuss today nucleophilic addition, where we further will be finding out what are called several reactions, such as carbon-carbon double bond, which is reacted with one of the nucleophile five, will form carbonyl, and that will be added with the reactive species. So these are the way these reactions will process to ketoenol or carbonyl formation that we discussed in the previous class. Now, I might have forgot to, these are the examples. Addition of, let us say, carbon-carbon triple bond with cyanide to form acrylonitrile. Carbon-carbon triple bond with alcohol to form this vinyl methyl ether. Okay? Another kind of reaction which is also possible, that is this carbonyl compounds. Nucleophilic addition I am talking about, which I have not covered in my last class. I am going to touch upon it on this class. Carbonyl compounds, the potential source of nucleophilic addition reaction. Because in this kind of reaction, nucleophile will be there. This nucleophile will attack on this carbonyl. Now, friends, in this case, there is a friendship between carbon and oxygen, but this friendship is Zameen Asman ka fark wali friendship. I mean to say, oxygen is totally highly electronegative atom and carbon is non-polar atom. So this is looks like it is a double bond, but in fact, oxygen will pull the this electrons towards itself, and it will have the negative charge. Carbon will have positive charge. So this positively charged carbon will make the nucleophile to react with itself. क्योंकि प्लस की रिएक्शन माइनस के साथ होती है, माइनस की रिएक्शन प्लस के साथ होती है. And these are the carbonyl compounds which I have shown on your screen. Aldehyde and ketone. आप ऑलरेडी सीख के आए हो, फर्क बस इतना ही है, aldehyde में हाइड्रोजन होता है, कीटोन में अल्काइल होता है. So this is the only difference between aldehyde and ketone. Aldehyde is always terminal, and it is always present on the end carbon. And ketone is always a part of somehow moiety, whether it is cyclic, acyclic, whatever. Or sometimes it is also termed as exo group. Okay, so these are the several kinds of ketones and its nomenclature. I'm not going to touch upon. You people have already visited in your several previous sessions. So I'm going to touch majorly what is called this nucleophilic addition. What are the reactions of aldehydes and ketones, especially addition. The most common reaction of aldehyde and ketone is nucleophilic addition reaction. Usually, the addition of nucleophile across the carbon-oxygen double bond. As the nucleophile attacks the carbonyl group, changes from sp2 to sp3. Okay. Now, sp2 carbon is basically this trigonal planar one, where one s type of the orbital and two p types of the orbitals are conjugated to each other to make sp2. sp3, where one s type of orbital and three p types of orbitals are conjugated. So thus, kind of nucleophile, once it will attack to the carbonyl group, oxygen will have this negative charge. कार्बन is उसके पास 4 वैलेंसी हो जाएगी. So once the carbon will have 4 valency, now it is no more sp2 carbon. It is a totally sp3. And thus, whatever the electrons are there, they are pushed out into oxygen and it will form VO minus, that is called alkoxide anion. And protonation of this anion that gives the final product. This is the reaction. Grignard reaction is one of the reaction which is useful. Claim our nucleophilic addition reaction. Acetone is reacting with phenyl magnesium bromide. What will happen? Phenyl का जो ये है that is having negative charge. So this nucleophilic phenyl will attack on electropositive carbonyl carbon. O minus will be formed, and O minus once it is protonated, then it will form alcohol. If we have ketone, it will form tertiary alcohols. And one more, this another example, reduction of carbonyl compounds using sodium borohydride. You people will be visiting this reaction again in your chapter, what is called oxidation reduction reactions, redox reactions. So this is also a part of redox reaction. Carbonyl compound reacting with sodium borohydride. In fact, here there is a mistake. It is not NaBH3, but it should be NaBH4. This borohydride और A should be small as well. इस यहाँ पे जो A लिखा है that should be. Now this BH4 minus, which is having hydride anion, so that is attacking on this carbonyl carbon, as it will form this borohydride anion. And it here after the once we do the workup using water, then it will form alcohol. So this is basically called as reduction using sodium borohydride. We can use many other reagents which are there. Sodium borohydride, sodium cyanoborohydride, lithium aluminum hydride, borane BH3. Then there are a number of reducing reagents are available. They can be also used. You are also aware about this catalytic hydrogenation. So that catalytic hydrogenation in the presence of platinum, hydrogenation on palladium, hydrogenation palladium charcoal. They are also used in reduction purpose. We can use several of these reducing agents. Sodium borohydride is nothing that is called as reducing agents. That is going to reduce these carbonyl compounds and it will form alcohol. Grignard reaction से भी we can also make alcohol. And this nucleophilic addition reaction, because आप आपने जो देखोगे तो here there is no carbon carbon double bond, but in this case there is carbon oxygen double bond, and this carbon oxygen double bond that we can reduce to alcohol. And reduction is what? Reduction is nothing but that is called as addition of hydrogen. So in this reaction, carbonyl compounds are added with hydrogen atoms. Another reagent is lithium aluminum hydride. Believe me, lithium aluminum hydride is a universal reducing agent. LAH. It can reduce any carbonyl compounds, whether it belongs to alcohol, sorry, aldehyde, ketone, ester, carboxylic acid, anhydride, acyl chloride. So all the kinds of carbonyl compounds are reduced with the help of lithium aluminum hydride. That's why दिस आपने बहुत सारी सिलेक्टिविटी नाम सुनी होगी, कीमो सिलेक्टिविटी, जियो सिलेक्टिविटी एंड स्टीरियो सिलेक्टिविटी. These are the three types of selectivity: selectivity, geoselectivity, and stereoselectivity. Chemoselectivity is functional group related to chemical functional groups. So that is there on your screen. Lithium aluminum hydride is not selective because it can reduce any compound. It can reduce cyanide also. It can reduce imine also. So that is non-selective. Non-selective means how? Because for example, if you want to reduce only aldehyde, but we don't want to reduce ketone, ऐसा कोई एक ऐसा मॉलिक्यूल है जिसमें दोनों प्रेजेंट है, aldehyde is also present, ketone is also present. In this case, if we wish to remove any one of this, then we can use some selective compounds. Sodium borohydride with reacts with both, again that can react with aldehyde and ketone and can give alcohol. So sodium borohydride is also a reducing agent like this. This is somehow what weaker nucleophiles such as water and alcohol can react. So in the presence of acidic catalyst, carbonyl oxygen which will be protonated because यहाँ पे जो lone pair होता है वो H plus पे attack करता है, and thus this will form oxonium ion. This oxonium ion यहाँ पे जो will induce polarity on carbon. And thus it will get a chance to be attacked by nucleophilic molecule. Okay, so it makes carbon electrophilic in nature, and this way nucleophilic addition is possible from if we have acetone which reacts with water, it will form acetone hydrate which is called as acetal. Look at this. Acetone reacts with the proton. That will form this oxonium ion because there is a lone pair on the head of oxygen which has made a friendship with hydrogen, and thus once this double bond will go up, here there will be carbon will have positive charge, and this positive charge can be attacked by water to form this diol. And this diol is what? It is nothing but it is called as vicinal diols. Vicinal diols. Sorry, they are called as geminal diols. Geminal means whenever two functional groups are present on the same carbon, it is termed as geminal diols. Vicinal diols means the two functional groups are present on adjacent carbons, 1-2 positions. So they are termed as vicinal diols. Okay, so here basically this was an acid catalyzed reaction where this in the presence of weaker nucleophile water there is a formation of diol, geminal diol. Okay, so these are all the types of those reactions which is majorly we used to term as nucleophilic addition. After this, we have seen and this free radical addition, that is third type of the reaction which we have seen in the previous class. Okay, so where free radicals are taking part in the reactions. And remember these words, anything which is free is always reactive and energetic. India is a free country, so India is reactive and energetic as well. Similarly, other countries are also free, so they are also reactive and energetic. Okay. So here we are discussing the free radical species, where this free radical will attack on carbon-carbon double bond to form this radical species. यहाँ पे एक तो गलत दिखा दिया है कि दिस इज नॉट अ फुल एरो. यहाँ पे हमेशा फिश हुक एरो होना चाहिए, so that we can have movement of single or odd electron. एक इलेक्ट्रॉन का मूवमेंट होना चाहिए. ये गलत एरो दिखाया है रिएक्शन मैकेनिज्म में. So this way a single radical is formed, and this single radical is going to form with another radical this way. We have seen, we will directly will go to the more important part of this, that is Markovnikov rule, right? So Markovnikov rule is a part of electrophilic addition reaction. Suppose in this case, जैसे symmetrical alkene is reacting with symmetrical hydrogen halides, there is no problem at all. Once asymmetrical alkene or unsymmetrical alkene is reacting with asymmetrical hydrogen halides, there's a lot of chances of the problem, which is called regioselectivity. So we discussed chemoselectivity under nucleophilic addition. We are discussing here regioselectivity in this Markovnikov rule. What does the rule says? We have already visited in once the last time we have seen a beautiful video available on YouTube. With the help of this, we educated ourselves with the help of Markovnikov rule. What is the rule says? Rule says that this Markovnikov carbon will be hydrogen. There is a reaction between asymmetrical alkene and asymmetrical hydrogen halides. Hydrogen will be added to the carbon, which is less substituted. In other words, hydrogen will be added to the carbon, which is having more number of hydrogens. Simply देखो सीधा ही, यहाँ पे कार्बन कार्बन डबल बॉन्ड था, here it was CH2, so हाइड्रोजन को इसी पोजीशन पे ऐड होना चाहिए, हैलाइड को यहाँ पे, बस टोटल फंडामेंटली सॉल्व. बाद में मैकेनिज्म करते रहोगे, हाइड्रोजन का एडिशन कहाँ पे होगा, तो फिर यहाँ पे होगा, उससे फिर कार्बोकैटायन बन सकता है. तो प्राइमरी कार्बोकैटायन से सेकेंडरी कार्बोकैटायन, एंड सेकेंडरी कार्बोकैटायन इज मोर स्टेबल, सो इसलिए दिस इज बीइंग फॉर्म. So this is a philosophy behind the stability, behind explanation of Markovnikov rule, that more stable carbocation shall be formed. And this more stable carbocation is going to react with the halide. Let us say if there is a formation of secondary carbocation, it may convert into tertiary. If there is a formation of primary, there is a scope with conversion of tertiary or secondary, it can do the things. I have given one of the example in my previous sessions. जैसे आपको LMCP से पास आउट होने के बाद 6 लाख का पैकेज मिलता है. कोई एक कंपनी है, 4 महीने का एक्सपीरियंस आपका हो जाने के बाद आपको 8 लाख रुपए की ऑफर देता है पर ईयर सैलरी का. आप सीधा 8 लाख में चले जाओगे. कोई कंपनी आपको 3 लाख का ऑफर देता है 4 महीने के एक्सपीरियंस के बाद, तो क्या करोगे आप? 6 लाख की जॉब छोड़ के थोड़े ही 3 लाख में जाओगे. नो, दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. सिमिलरली इफ कार्बोकैटायन इज फॉर्म, तो प्राइमरी से सेकेंडरी बन सकता है, सेकेंडरी से टर्सरी बन सकता है, लेकिन टर्सरी से प्राइमरी नहीं बन सकता है. दिस इज व्हाट कॉल द रूल ऑफ स्टेबिलिटी। यहाँ पे वही हुआ, ये एग्जांपल में प्राइमरी कार्बोकेटाइन यहाँ पे बना था, पर आगे चल के वो सेकेंडरी कार्बोकेटाइन बाद में फिर हेलाइड का एडिशन होने से वी आर हैविंग दिस टू क्लोरो और टू क्लोरो टू हेलो प्रोपेन। ठीक है, सो सिंपली रिमेंबर फॉर मार्कोनिकॉफ ऑफ रूल दैट आपको हाइड्रोजन उधर ही अटैच करना है जहां पे सबसे ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ हाइड्रोजन आर अटैच। जहां पे कम नंबर ऑफ हाइड्रोजन आर अटैच, दैट वी विल नॉट डू in case of when the reaction nucleoelectrophilic addition is occurring following this called Markovnikov rule. That's why it is basically Markovnikov rule, which we have learned using this online platform. Now, I have certain another things to discuss with you. That is what called anti-Markovnikov rule. This anti-Markovnikov rule is also termed as I am Kharash rule. So that Kharash rule, also called as peroxide effect or anti-Markovnikov. When this reaction will occur, anti-Markovnikov rule, so I forgot to draw the structure of here peroxide, but it is in the presence of air, in the presence of light, in the presence of peroxide, such as hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. If we have hydrogen peroxide H2O2, then this anti-Markovnikov peroxide effect is possible. And totally opposite. याद रखो anti-Markovnikov में you shall have to add the hydrogen to more substituted carbon. Otherwise, add the hydrogen to less number carbon containing less number of hydrogen. If you follow this, then you shall be able to make this carbon-carbon double bond. You will be able to convert into this. So on your screen, there are two reaction. There are two products. One is called Markovnikov product. Other is called anti-Markovnikov product. So depending upon the conditions, product is formed. If there is a presence of peroxide, air, or light, then it can follow anti-Markovnikov. Otherwise, this is not possible. Simply, it will form Markovnikov. And we have seen in your previous class that Markovnikov rule is possible with only HBr, but with HF, HCl, and HI, this is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because आप वो वीडियो याद करोगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा the reaction with this bromine, both the steps are exothermic. But with HCl and HI, either of the step is exothermic or endothermic. इसीलिए ब्रोमीन की जो दोनों रिएक्शंस मींस radical formation and this addition of bromide radical to carbon-carbon double bond, that is called as this addition of that is also exothermic. So दोनों रिएक्शन जो आपके स्क्रीन पे है ना, formation of bromine radical, formation of alkyl radical, or the fine product formation. So that this sorry product formation, both the steps are exothermic. That's why this reaction is possible. Otherwise, it is not possible. Okay, these are the references, Jerry March, Morrison Boyd, or whatever. And here we are going to end our session on this addition reactions. Addition reactions are there is something another addition reaction is also possible, which is called N-bromosuccinimide. I have not discussed in my class, but if you refer Organic Chemistry by Claydon, you will be visiting this also. Right? N-bromosuccinimide is also used for this kind of nucleophilic addition reaction. So addition reaction is that electrophilic, nucleophilic, conjugated addition, or free radical addition, right? So I hope that I'm able to explain all of you regarding this, and let us stop this session up to this one. So thank you so much.